You know what time it is. This is Kiyha's Jambaliyha. You know I'm always cooking up something hot. Come on in. Let me feed you, baby. This is Kiyha Jambaliyha coming to you, bringing you all of the latest news. Hot. Serve it up, hot. Listen, I made a new file for things that I want to talk about for the show based off of my Instagram selections. And I'm going to tell you something. I said I was going to put maximum 7 things in my file per week. There are so many things right now that's going on. I'm about to have to run through this. So earlier I had mentioned a little bit about, actually just was made reference to us going to see Wakanda Well. Letitia Wright, the girl who plays T'Challa's sister. Mm-hmm. So she was reportedly seen in the club with Kehlani, with the singer Kehlani. And apparently they were doing a bit of dirty dancing, and there are speculations that they may be dating. I think we need to keep our eye on that and look just a little bit, because I think that we might be seeing a spark of something going on here. They're denying it right now at the moment, but you know how I do. I got my thoughts about it. I'm going to keep that part for one of the next shows. Now, a couple of weeks ago, there was something I said, remind me that I wanted to talk to y'all about. Do y'all remember me saying this? And I don't think we ever got back to touching on the subject. Do you remember when I told y'all that I love Tobe Nwigwe?
Do we remember? Yes. You had to unfollow him because you loved him so much.
I unfollowed him. So hear this. I don't like him anymore. I don't like him anymore at all. I seen some interviews recently that he had done with Fat, and them pretty much asking questions about how they got together. And the story that he tells, I'm like, what is she doing with this wildebeest? He said he did not like her. He told the people he never liked her, that she couldn't be nothing to him but a homie. But she just stuck by him until pretty much he gave in.
Okay, well, I mean, why is that his fault?
No, but the story is not too flattering. It's not the best.
It's not the most flattering story, but like you say, he's a wildebeest. I mean, if I don't like somebody, I don't like them. You can grow to love somebody, but do you have to ding them for not loving them right off the bat?
You don't tell the people that in the damn interview. You better come up with a cushy story for us. Make it up. We met in Overbees and I loved you so much. You're going to say we went to the same church and you loved me off, but I was not interested in you?
But don't you love him for his honesty, though? Didn't you love him for his honesty and what he brought?
No. You lie for these people out here and make them think that you're a good person all day. You better lie for this interview. I know you ain't crazy.
Well,
you gonna make the people.
I guess it is a thin line to Gina's point, because he's being honest. But I guess to your point, Kiyha, at this point, they should have some tact, like some kind of, like he could zhuzh your story a little bit. It doesn't have to make it look like she's begging.
I was flabbergasted because that's pretty much what he made it look like. But I'm not going to stay on that too long, because I'm actually going to send some videos so that we can actually attach these clips, because y'all need to see these pieces. This is crazy. In other news, Keke is having a baby, y'all. And she announced on Saturday Night Live that she is having a baby, and she is looking so beautiful. And I'm so happy for her. Keke Palmer, good for you, babe. We love you.
Clap for life. I love new life.
Guess who else had a baby? Guess.
Who had a baby?
Puffy had a new baby.
Oh, right.
Who?
Puffy had a new baby the other day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But how Puffy had a baby and we ain't see Miami pregnant?
Ooh. Yeah, but you already know the situation with Miami. They already said what it is. They said that, like, and he said it, and they're like, oh, we're just good friends, and she doesn't pressure me or stress me on anything. So she know her place and her role.
It's all kinds. It's all kinds. So Puffy had a baby. Love Sean Combs is the baby's name. So pretty much the baby's name is I Love Diddy.
No, he didn't. He did not name the child.
Her name is Love Sean Combs.
It is.
Well, now I'm disgusted. I am disgusted personally. I think that is a disgusting name. I
think the mother made it like a monument to the daddy, but I'm like, child.
Like to name the child Love, I'm all for that. But where's Sean come in? Like that's
there are female Shawns though. There are female Shawns.
But come on, guys, that's whack. Anyways, I'm just expressing my opinion, and I think it's whack.
It's a thing. It's a thing. So I'm just like, Puffy, cut it out. In the same week, one of his newest girlfriends, one of his newest girls on his roster, she just came out, and her name is influencer Shantea Joseph, who actually gives you she's giving Lori Harvey right now. That's what she kind of looks like. She's definitely giving a Lori Harvey type of vibe. But yeah, she's his newest prospect. And then his newest baby mama, who is Gina Vion. Anyways, let me just tell you this, okay? This girl is bad because she just had a baby the other day. And if you see her, how flat her stomach is and how, listen, you know she is in there doing the most magic. But I have to comment on this because I feel like it's so much stuff going on in the media around this Puffy situation. He got all of these women and he just had a baby with this girl. Young Miami goes to like lash out online, and this girl starts making TikToks using City Girls music. It is a problem right now. I think that this is really this is a thing. This is really a thing. But the clips will be attached and they'll be posted later on. So I want you guys to go and just take a look at some of the stuff that's been going on in this media surrounding P. Diddy.
Sorry, Kaya. Isn't she the mother of the baby, or she was just somebody that
she's the mother of
the mother of the baby is Dana Tran. It's another woman. That woman, the Wuhan girl, is actually somebody that, because her initial post was her saying, "Oh, you were out here worrying about me and claiming Diddy, all while he was getting somebody else completely else pregnant." So she's actually somebody that he sleeps with as well. That's not the baby mother. The baby mother is a woman named Dana Tran. The Vuong chick.
Okay, so Dana Tran is the one who's making the videos with the City Girl music.
No, it's Vuong who's making the videos with the City Girl music, but she's just she's somebody who sleeps with Diddy. Just like
so
she
Dana Tran is the cybersecurity specialist?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So the other girl made a video with someone else's music, right? That was Miss Better Love. I can't remember the name of the song, but she then oh no, there's too many women. Hold on. I am not adding properly. Diddy, listen, Diddy got too many girls. There's too many girls. They all out here fighting. The links will be posted. Y'all need to check it out. It is tea. It is the most tea. Now, there's a lot going on. Last week we spoke about 3 or 4 different Bitcoin or cryptocurrency tycoons actually dying, and they're saying that they all committed suicide or found dead after committing suicide. So I want to get into this situation about Twitch. And I want to touch on it because there's a lot of rumors going around. And you know how people do when celebrities pass away, especially when they say that it's around suicide. They always say that it's an Illuminati or some type of conspiracy theories. But Columbus Short actually made a video yesterday that was kind of like, it was different. Columbus Short does a live video wearing a hat that says blackballed. He then also has on a filter that gives him elf's ears. So I don't know the symbolism behind it. I can't really explain what the symbolism behind it means, but I know that he did it for a reason. And he grabs the hat several times to show you what it says, that it says blackballed on the top. But Columbus Short says that he believes that Twitch is dead due to losing his life savings in an investment deal gone bad. He also calls out the person who is involved in this situation and that he wants his money. And that pretty much is what he's saying is that man killed himself. Well, I'm not going to kill myself. I want you to pay me.
Wow. There's something. I know there's something behind it. To me, it just seemed so dang, man. It's anyways.
Yeah, Columbus Short speaks about it. And if you go into the Empower Hour, I know you deleted your apps, but I need you to put the app on for and just put it on the Empower Hour so that you could see, because I sent some stuff to the inbox. It is crazy. You got to hear what Columbus Short says. And he says the person's name, which is crazy to me. So apparently they must have gotten involved in some type of investment deal. And the person says that their money is in a trust account. And that like pretty much like be patient and they're going to get their money. And he says, no, I do not trust your trust account. I do not trust you. He says their name. And then he says, I want you to pay me my money.
Wow.
So as this story continues to develop, I know that there's a lot of stuff that's going to be said. We have to definitely pick sense from nonsense, and we have to look at the facts. I believe that Columbus Short might be the closest to what's really happening right now. And if we go into it and look at it, it might be connected to some of these cryptocurrency leaders not being alive anymore.
Wow.
So we might need to look into this because there's some monies that were lost, some things that are happening. And he says, just because you got caught up doesn't mean that my money should be caught up. So something happened in this cryptocurrency world, and we need to look out for this because it's coming.
Yeah.
Remember I told you.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't speak too much on it because I'm not like I'm only lightly invested in crypto and digital currency. So, but it is something where it's like we're seeing it, we're hearing it, and those who have been investing in it, that it's a part of the season. That's all I could say. It's a part of the season because I know a lot of these people who have real bank in this crypto and they're losing money left, right, and center. They're watching and kind of just holding their breath because it's like at this point, it hurts to sell what you have because you're taking such a big L. So it's like you're just kind of holding on for dear life, but the mental turmoil that's doing the discomfort, like, you know, when you have like responsibilities and stuff like that, and you have certain amount of funds that's kind of invested in these things. Yeah, it is a thing. It is a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. Just to elaborate a little bit more, there's a lot of celebrities who are now being affected also by what happened by this, and they are coming out and just talking about their own situations. A couple of years ago, Master P's daughter ended up dying. I'm not sure exactly how she passed away. I think she might have unalived herself. But during the time, they had done a documentary about her struggling with depression and drug abuse and alcohol abuse. And yesterday, Master P posted a video of Twitch and Snoop dancing and pretty much just having a very heartfelt message. And Little Romeo counters that by putting up a statement pretty much saying, you're posting a tribute to this man, but this man avoided his own children's struggle with suicide and depression, but posted another man who passed. The internet is going crazy right now. So I want us to never forget, mental illness is real. Substance abuse is real. People are having a hard time out there. And though you may think some people are in control of the things that they're doing, and they know what they're doing, a lot of people are not. And those who do are trying to mask or heal something or numb something that they cannot fix. So let us not forget who we are, and the same compassion that we show for these celebrities, let us have it within our own communities, because
Thing is, like, again, we don't know the circumstance and we don't know all the behind the scenes, but it is a shame because it's like I don't want to say I know for sure, but as a parent watching your child go through something, a lot of times you feel almost helpless. You know, you want to give them help, but you can't force it or push them into certain places, and then you want to give them a certain autonomy and thing, and if they ended up unaliving themselves, so to speak, or transcending, like I prefer to say, I don't know, for Little Romeo to turn around and say that, I don't know. I just find that should be a conversation had like in person.
He and his father have been having pretty much family feuds for the past, I can't even count the amount of years. Yeah, it hasn't been right for a very long time, and especially I think he also has resentment towards his father and how he treated them and his mother when he decided to leave. And so there's just a lot of resentment there.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so child, this is not the time for the daddies to be out there acting shabby. You know, it's Christmas time. If you got some children out there, you go with a woman and she got children, don't you be out here spoiling your stepchildren and ignoring your real children. A woman got blocked the other day on Brian McKnight's account because he went and bought his stepdaughter like $100,000 car, And a woman put, man, you know damn well that this ain't your daughter. Estranged or not, Brianna is your daughter. Make it right with your biological kids before it's too late. And I felt it was a word, honey. I felt like it was a word. And you know what? She threw them shots and it had him triggered. He made sure he got her off of his page right away. And somebody went to highlight that on his profile, he has husband of Leilani, father of Julia, Jack, and Kikoa Mateo. His children's name are Brian McKnight Jr., Brianna McKnight, Nico McKnight, and Clive McKnight. What is happening?
Oh, man.
Oh, man, is right. Listen, I am flabbergasted with this brother here. He better get it together. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, no, it's going too far. And before we get out of here, because we will be talking about this much in the next weeks to come, because Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion have started being interviewed and questioned about the night of the shooting in question.
Mm-hmm.
It has turned out that Megan Thee Stallion has been doing a lot of lying. She lied on the Gayle King show. She lied about some other things. Apparently, Kelsey was going with Tory before her, but Kelsey got sick and was away for 2 weeks because she had COVID. And during that time, Megan started going with Tory behind Kelsey's back and did not tell Kelsey. And then the night that she supposedly got shot, Tory, the reason why she started fighting them is because Tory said, you need to tell your friend the truth.
Ooh, and back out. Sorry.
They are on the stands right now going through it. Kelsey has gotten immunity. The lawyers had to tell her several times, though, even though you have immunity, it doesn't mean that you are not able to be prosecuted, because we will bring you up on perjury charges if you don't really tell us what you know. But Kelsey is pleading the fifth on a lot of different parts of the case. And it has been said that before Tory shot Meg, that he said, dance, bitch. But they are saying that it's not founded and no one else has been able to say that this is what he said. Megan Thee Stallion, however, looks super uber duper guilty. I don't know what the hell's happening with this girl. Her story's just falling apart by the second. She said she rather he would have just killed her that night than to have to be up there on the stand testifying, because like that was too much stress or too much pressure for her. Now, if that don't sound like white lady tears, I don't know where she got the bag with the bottle of them from, but she came out with the bag like, no, I'd just rather be dead. Girl, if you don't cut it out and answer the people questions.
It's like, right, stop it. Just answer the question. Enough of this. Right.
Cut it out and answer the people questions, girl. So I don't know. When this all started, I did say this in the beginning that I felt like there was some other stuff going on, but they say that Tory and Kelsey both had gunpowder on their clothing.
Well, you know what they're saying too is that everyone was very drunk that night. I was listening to the story because someone was posting this one messy ass lawyer, and he was very biased at the end of the day. So I had to go look at articles. And Kelsey may not have said, she didn't say that she saw him shoot her, but she did say that she saw him with a gun. Like he did have a gun in his hands. But at the end of the day, a lot of the testimonies going back to like, well, we drank a lot that night. Well, we drank a lot that night. Well, we drank a lot that night. Right. So like everyone was kind of too drunk to recollect what happened, as they say, 2 years ago. So I don't know. I feel a mistrial coming on.
They ain't forget that somebody had a gun. They ain't forget that somebody got shot. They didn't forget that they had a fight in Kylie Jenner house. They didn't forget, but they forget if he said, dance, bitch, and if he shot the gun. Listen, Kelsey took the money. Kelsey, he offered it. They said he offered Kelsey $1 million. Her and Megan $1 million. Kelsey took the $1 million. This is what we know. All right, she took the money. And I'm not mad at sis. You know what I'm saying? Bills be due and you got things to do. And when are you ever going to see $1 million in one lump sum?
But if he took that money, doesn't that mean isn't that a cover up? Doesn't that mean he's guilty of something?
Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. He's wealthy, right? So it would go like this in a situation. Either way, he's going to be the one who they're going to say shot this girl. But it very much looks like, and this is the thing, they're saying that Tory punched Kelsey also that night. And they both have gunpowder on their clothes. So let me break it down. This is my conspiracy theory, and then I'm going to leave it at that. Meg jumps out because her and Tory are having this fight. Kelsey grabs the gun and they all jump out the car like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Kelsey fires. She turns around. She goes to turn the gun on Tori. He walks up on her like, oh yeah, bow, punches her, knocks her down, takes the gun, and then is like, everybody back in the car. And they all get back in the car. Because why did they get back in the car with him and he shot Megan? She's like, oh, I was scared that the police were going to get us because we Black and it's in the midst of a Black crisis, blah, blah. Nah, my girl, you know what happened. But she couldn't fathom in her mind. And she said she don't know actually who was holding the gun. She don't even know. But she believed that Tori shot her. However, the way that it's looking right now is that Kelsey shot this girl and Tory Lanez and her were able to conspire and fix some things up so that she didn't end up going to jail. And pretty much they're building a mistrial. They're making it look so bad that you can't, who are you going to charge? That's what
you better be careful because they're Black. You might charge everybody. They're not white. If they're white, like mistrial, everybody's innocent. In this case, like everybody's guilty. Everybody goes to jail.
Yeah, but they're celebrities too, so they have that clout to have to be able to be, all right, mistrial, everybody go home.
Megan Alliad, Masad for ear. Gil King asked her, did you have a relationship, an intimate relation with Tory Lanez? She laughed and then she said no. She lied. She shouldn't have started live from the beginning. You can't start left and then go right.
So did Bill Clinton, and he still remained president. So at the end of the day, I mean, I think it's a mess. I also know that they did talk about why they were fighting as well in the cars, because words were exchanged and she was kind of just berating his career. And we've seen Tory be spiteful and vengeful of things. Not to have to say that he shot her or anything like that. I just think that it's a whole mess. And ultimately speaking, it is going to be a lot of he says, she says. And they're also saying that they can't find the driver. They don't know where the driver is. A sober driver, by the way, because he was obviously, or at least should have been, because he's driving, right? So they can't find him for him to recount his.
Yeah, he's on the beach with his $1 million. But this was my segment of Kiyha's Jambaliyha. Thank y'all for listening.